Hey beauties, welcome to I Am Woke, Satnam Namaste. My name is Emelina. In today's video, I'm going to take you through a generic collective reading for Valentine's Day for anything that you might need to know. If you're new, hello, welcome. My name is Emelina Calder. I'm a cosmic shaman, a spiritual high performance life and personal branding coach, psychic medium, and Akashic records practitioner, all things spiritual and fun and cosmic awareness. On this channel, you can expect videos about personal and spiritual development, as well as readings and channeled updates on the new moons and full moons. If that sounds like something you'd enjoy, go ahead and tap that subscribe button and the bell for notifications. Remember to like this video, and I'd love to hear in the comments below what resonates. Now let's jump right in. So I'm going to take you guys through a little oracle card reading and channeled message for Valentine's Day. I have a bunch of oracle cards that I'm going to jump into. And then whatever the law of one, Divine Mother and Divine Father, want to channel through me to you guys as the message that the collective right now needs to hear the most for Valentine's Day, whatever is going to give you like the best experience, whether it is self-love, whether it is relationship or love with others. That is what I'm going to focus on and open up the floor and see what Spirit has to say. So let's start the message on forward. I'm going to start with the Archetypes deck. Spirit, channel through me anything the collective most needs to know to have an amazing, incredible Valentine's Day, whatever they most need to know at this time. That card keeps trying to pop up. Whatever the collective most needs to know, Spirit, let us know what you want us to know about Valentine's Day. Ooh, some fun cards coming out here. I love this shit, you guys. Oh gosh, I feel so lucky to do this full time. To be psychic. Okay, let's see what we got here. The first card that popped out is the Advocate. Light attribute inspires you to put compassion into action. Ooh, okay. The first thing you're gonna do is this is about being an advocate for yourself, all right? This is some serious self-love. I don't know if you guys suffer from like Valentine's Day blues, which PS you shouldn't. Like, I mean, whatever. If you do, you do. But Valentine's Day is literally my favorite holiday. It is the least pressure, the most fun. I've always had great dates on Valentine's Day, great experiences on Valentine's Day. It's just a joyous time. Be your own advocate, okay? If you don't have a date and you have an issue with that, go be your own goddamn date, all right? Take yourself to a Korean spa. Go buy yourself some jewelry, like go to Cartier or Tiffany or whatever you want, whatever your affordability range is, and go get yourself something, okay? And they're even showing me to explain to you guys, like, I don't rely on other people having to show me my own value and self-worth. And on my birthdays, I've always gotten myself core gifts to show myself that I love myself so that I remember that I am that source for myself. So be your own advocate. Like I have a necklace on that is a Tiffany's diamond that I got and programmed. If you guys know spiritual work and energetic programming, you can do crystals. I programmed this to hold the love matrix of all of creation for myself so that I am constantly with source in love with me and all that I am for myself. Because if you guys follow any of my work, you know that I'm constantly going to rehearse that as so within, so without. We live in a holographic mirrored reality. If you want other people to love you, then you best be loving yourself and be your own advocate. Take yourself out on a date if that feels right for you. Be your own hero or your own heroine. This is your day. This is your time. This is like, treat it like a birthday, you guys. Like, celebrate yourself. Valentine's Day is beautiful. It is a celebration of love. What else is there to celebrate but love? What also is coming out is the Don Juan. Which is like the Casanova card, which I thought was very fitting for Valentine's Day. The Hermit and the Engineer. And let me tap into this real quick and just see what message Spirit's trying to send through. Okay, so they're showing me very clearly that you guys are going to be given, it looks like 3 to 4 paths for Valentine's Day. So the first one is you being your own hero, you being your badass self, you advocating for yourself, whether that is taking yourself out on a date, having some fun, going out to dinner, booking yourself a reservation at a restaurant. I cannot tell you how many times I've done that, and I don't know why anyone has any issues. Solo dinners, because it is fun and magical. And it's a lot better than surrounding yourself with company you don't like. Okay, and they're showing me these other alternate paths. The engineer is the one where you think about what you could do, whether this is like involving yourself with others on Valentine's Day or group activities. It's you consciously thinking about involving yourself in a dynamic that would be better than you sitting at home and sulking, if you think that's something that you would do. Now, there's also the Hermit card. This is another path you can take for those of you that don't mind spending time alone and in yourself, in some level of meditation, watching a movie by yourself, taking care of yourself in any way. This is about seeking solitude, focusing on your inner life, tapping into your own creative vessel, being creative. Maybe you can write some music or make some paintings, or go see a movie by yourself, or something like that. And then the Don Juan as our third option here, as being the seductress or the seducer. So this is about stepping into your sexual power, about choosing I'm going to go out and I'm going to celebrate that authenticity within myself. I'm going to use my means of romantic attraction to pull in what I need. Whether you are going out solo or you're going out on a date, you're going out to go have a good time. You're going out to seduce and be seduced, to project that romantic quality in yourself out into whatever situations you're going to. Whether you go to a comedy show, whether you're going to a concert, whether you're going to a club, I don't know. Whatever it is that you're gonna do. You can be the seducer, you can be the hermit, you can come up with some real creative ideas as the engineer, or you can even just take out yourself on your own date and be your own heroine and your own personal advocate. All right, Spirit, let's pull some more cards. Let's pull from the crystal deck, huh? Happy Valentine's Day, my loves. Happy Valentine's Day. That was it. Black Kyanite, set strong boundaries. All right. Before you go out, especially if you're women, a couple of things are coming up. One, set your sacred space. My body's a sacred temple. What I say goes. I am sacred. My interactions tonight, today, are sacred. I am protected by spirit. I pray to receive only that which is meant for me and to release anything that's not meant for me. Anything that would put me in danger or any interactions with other humans that I would not agree to sober, or what have you, I ask that spirit steps in and makes it and protects me very clearly and openly. So set strong boundaries. They're also telling me before you go out, make some decisions. Are you going to be available for a casual encounter? If you're going out on a date, are you going to sleep with that person or not? And set the boundaries ahead of time. That's what they're telling me. Say it ahead of time. Make the decision ahead of time. So that if you say no to yourself and then things move forward and you've had a couple drinks, so that you're not compromising your boundaries. Try to make as many decisions without the input of others and without the new environments and without any substances as you can while you are sober, while you are clear thinking, and after you've meditated. So that is what I would recommend. Now I'm going to pull some prayer cards, and then a couple relationship cards. Spirit, what do we most need to know right now for Valentine's Day? What's the collective most need to know right now for Valentine's Day? To have a beautiful Valentine's Day. I pray to be glue for that which is meant for me. It's essentially what I already said, is that anything that is meant for you will stick to you. Anything that is not meant for you and that wouldn't be a positive experience for you falls away from you. And just pay attention to who's showing up in your life and who's not. Don't force anything, Go with the flow. Be with spirit. Be okay with being alone, by the way. For those of you that need to hear that, I feel like some of you really need to hear that. Don't avoid your own company. Who are you but your best friend? People are also amazing. Go on dates. have a good time. But if you are going out because you're afraid of being alone, that's something you're going to want to sit with and meditate with and be like, why am I not okay with myself? I pray to pay attention to the signs and to see them and follow them clearly. So ask Spirit for clear signs on what to do for Valentine's Day, whether it's you being with yourself, whether it's you going out with a group or going to an event, whether it's you going out on a date, and ask Spirit to make it very, very clear for you. For those of you in relationship, you can also pitch that up to Spirit too. Be like, what should we do for our date? For those of you that are in relationship, that's so much easier. You just go on a date. Like, it's easy. Anyway, I pray to release previous ways of thinking that are holding me back. This tells me that you guys are going to have some really cool opportunities coming up that you might not know yet. Like, whether it's like a group event or being invited to something or bumping into someone like the night of or whatever it is, like, pray to have a good time in a way that is safe for you, that feels vibrant and creative for you, and give it up to Spirit. I don't know, for those of you that have like God boxes, where you just like, you have a box and little notes that you want God to take care of for you, you put in the box and then you give it up and you let Spirit take care of it for you. I would put in the little God box, Valentine's Day plans. Choose them. Spirit, give me something really fun, something I'd really enjoy that I don't even know to ask for. I pray to embody grace and balance today, okay? So they're showing me a lot of you are throwing temper tantrums. What are you all doing? I'm seeing a lot of like angst around Valentine's Day. They're showing me, like, they're showing me both genders, but like more with women, they're showing me a lot of like low self-worth. Embody grace. Be your own hero. Be your own advocate. Like, you are gorgeous. You are beautiful. Whether or not you have someone in your life, you do not need to scrounge around for a date unless you feel like that's really positive for you. And they're also telling me this won't work for everyone, but like, you can ask someone out. Even if you're a woman, you can ask a guy out on a date. It's a very different experience than being asked out, but there's nothing keeping you from doing that if you know that like that's just something you want for the evening. And they're also telling me to have the experience of like isolating the day. Some of you will need to think about it as like a separate experience. It's not about like, they're literally channeling through me. Like, this is not about like finding the love of your life and like, oh my gosh, this is going to be the date of all dates. Like, could that be a thing? Sure. But that's not what's being shown to me. For most of you, for the collective, this is about like, I want to have a good time. Decide what sort of good time you want to have, okay? On our array, our menu of our menu of options from the archetype deck, decide what sort of experience you want to have. And then from there, allow Spirit to guide you and then have that experience. And if that experience is you asking a man out on a date, like, go enjoy yourself. Like, you live once. You can have 1 or 2 dates and have them be beautiful and fun without any expectation sexually. Or if you want to do that, have at it too. You know, like, just set your sacred space, set your boundaries. And ideally, I'm not sure that all of you will want to hear this, but it's better if you don't consume substances because you don't make good decisions on substances. That's just like clear as day material. But I don't know that I'll be the most popular for saying that, but I am very, very sober. So you guys will never hear from me take substances and then go out into public. I will not. And I don't recommend it. But you're each going to make your own decisions in the way that you do. And I think you can make them in a very safe way, as long as you make your decisions ahead, set your boundaries on what you're available for, what you're not available for. And obviously when you're dating, make your decisions about what you're available for sexually while you're sober ahead of time, meditated, okay? And set your sacred space. Be like, I'm sacred. Everything that happens is sacred. Anything that's not meant for me will be taken away. And then watch how your evening goes. And you'll watch like people enter and exit your life. And you'll know that that is Spirit. Like, don't force anything, okay? You're dealing with other humans, you know? And lots of longing and stuff in the heart that comes up for Valentine's Day. I just really enjoy this holiday. But those of you that have more longing and depression around it, like, be very gentle and careful with yourself and cover your ass, okay? I pray to release the swine of the mind and be and think only divine. You know, let go of any negative thoughts or ideas that you are not worthy of a good time. And when I say good time, I mean any sort of good time. I mean a romantic experience. I mean something fun. I mean something where you're valued. I mean, you don't need chocolate and roses to know that you're loved. Like, love yourself. Like, facilitate your experience. Go out with your girlfriends. Go out with yourself. Go ask someone out. Or go do something fun and like totally uninhibited. Like, I don't know, like they're showing me laser tag, like something that's so not Valentine's Day. Like, just go do something, have a good time. This is a romantic expression. It's a romantic experience. It's a celebration of love. That romance can be towards yourself. Anything where you're like, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling my physicality, my sensuality. What would be fun for me today? What would be fun for me this week? What feels like I'd be seducing myself? Laser tag sounds fun. I don't know. I'm in Los Angeles. I don't even know if we have laser tag here, but that would be a blast. I pray to feel good and trust the good feelings, okay? Don't worry about anything that is not a good feeling. No matter what experience you've chosen, you have a right to feel good. This is your life, okay? Go win it. Go love yourself. Go do anything you desire to do with others, not with others, with a date, not with a date. Just make sure you feel good. Just do what you want to do. Tap into what would feel the best for you and then go do that thing and allow that thing to approach you, whatever that is. I pray to see, receive, and know my blessings. Some of us get lost in the ideas of what it is that we actually have. You know, they're showing me those of you that are in relationships that feel a little more stagnant in your relationships. Maybe you're in long-term relationships. I can relate. I have gone, both ways of things. I've been very active in my dating life over the last few years. And I also had a very long-term relationship for over a decade. So I've got both experiences. So you want to know what your blessings are. For those of you that are in relationships, do something new. Not something standard. And I feel like a lot of couples get stuck into that, just like, we're going to go out for dinner and then we're going to try to plan some sexual encounter. Or the guys go very rote, like, I'm going to get roses and chocolate and hopefully my woman will be okay with that. Like, do something fun. Do something out of the box. Know what blessings you have. The blessing you have is the celebration of relationship. It's the celebration of love in whatever expression that is. This is about love, okay? Like, you could go out with a best friend. You can go out with like a sibling or whatever, whoever you want to celebrate, however you want to celebrate yourself, whether it's romantic or platonic. The point is just love. It's just the celebration of love, of creative love. And knowing what your blessings are, and your blessings are, if you got someone in your life, like, fucking celebrate them. And if you don't, celebrate yourself. And if you want to have a more typical Valentine's Day experience, go get it. Nothing is stopping you. If you want to have something more fun, go do something more fun. I don't know why, but they're really channeling through me like more intensive experiences. Like, I don't know, for those of you on a budget, I don't know that this would work, but they're showing me like going in Los Angeles, there's the Porsche Raceway. Like that would be a good Valentine's Day experience. Like, go rent a car for an hour and whip around the Porsche racetrack in Los Angeles or go bungee jumping. I don't even know why they're showing that to me. I don't know where you can do that. Like, they're showing me like adventurous experiences. You don't have to get stuck in the normal route collective idea of what Valentine's Day typically is. Just celebrate yourself, celebrate love, celebrate your partner, celebrate your partners, celebrate your lovers, celebrate your friends, celebrate whoever you want to celebrate, okay? Like, just enjoy the experience. Let loose. Don't work too hard. This is about celebrating yourself and others and community, okay? So the B is coming out. That can tell me that a lot of you guys are like, overworking. Let it go. Don't worry about it. This is not a tell of your self-worth for the year. It's literally just a day. It is February 14th. It's fun. It's meant to celebrate love. Enjoy the celebration. Don't make it more than it is, and don't make it less than it is. It's just another day where you can choose to do something fun because it is what comes with the territory of the day. Tap into your heart chakra. Okay, that's what this golden egg card is. And I would recommend like meditating in your heart in a couple of minutes and just say, is this day important to me? Am I going to feel like I'm losing out or missing out if I don't celebrate it in some way? And how do I want to celebrate it? What would be the most ideal? The otter is all about joy. This is all about having fun, allowing yourself pleasure, allowing yourself just to literally have a good time. Otters are like the most joyful creatures. It's about being in joy from the spirit of your heart in cooperation with others. Okay, whatever that means for you, take that home. And now these are coming out as well. Speak your truth. Don't hold back. Whatever comes forward, they're actually showing this is going to be a spiritual initiation for a lot of you. I don't know why, but they're saying at the collective level, Valentine's Day actually is like, there's a spiritual initiation behind it about how you love. How do you love? What do you think about love? Do you think love is going to neglect you? Do you think love requires sacrifice? Do you think love requires separation? Do you think it requires longing? Do you think it requires putting your needs on a back seat? Do you think it requires a certain like, I don't know, ritualistic, like you have to have the Russell chocolates or whatever the hell it is? Or are you open to see what love could be for you in whatever ways it could step forward for you? Are you open to speaking your truth, honoring yourself, and allowing spirit to step in and show you what love really is? All right. The lion popped out. This is stepping into your authentic courage. And alongside the black egg card, it's like authentic truth and authentic courage. It is really tapping into the love for the self. Okay, which is like, this is the spiritual initiation, regardless of what the collective says, regardless of whatever Hallmark cards want to say about it, or anything or anyone else. I am not tapped into the collective typically around Valentine's Day or any advertisements or anything. I have no idea what's really going on. What they're showing me though, is it is a spiritual initiation in how you perceive love, how you receive love, and how you give love, and whether or not that is conditional or unconditional, and what you expect about that, and then how you create your experience around Valentine's Day actually is very telling about, because as the microcosm, so the macrocosm, is very telling about your experience with love, both conditionally and unconditionally at a greater level within your own consciousness. And they're telling me for you guys to watch, be aware of your own behaviors around Valentine's Day. What do you expect? What feels good? What doesn't feel good? Watch yourself. And this makes sense why it's one of my favorite holidays, is because I really embrace unconditional love. Truly. So I'm here for it. What they're also showing me is the starfish card, which is celebrating your attractiveness, your authenticity, what makes you you, what makes you gorgeous, what makes you beautiful, what makes you attractive, what makes you seductive, what's attractive about you. Can you step into that shining star mentality for yourself and allow yourself to be seen and romanced and loved? Can you be that for others, to see others, to romance others, and to love? The cobra is about allowing. It's like the spiritual teaching. So again, it's just overemphasizing for me that this is a spiritual experience. Treat Valentine's Day as a spiritual experience, not a reason to be in self-loathing, and not a reason to swipe on every guy or girl on Bumble. Why don't you just sit back and examine your own experience and watch how you think and feel about what you think love is and what it means to you. And they're even showing me you could do a little self-exploration where you jump out of the box that you've maybe put yourself in, or maybe that society put you in, and call up some friends and say, what do you think about Valentine's Day? Can we talk about love? What does love mean to you? What does true love mean to you? What does unconditional love mean to you? And ask your friends, ask, your family, anyone you love, and start to gather, I don't want to call them opinions, but start to gather the creative ideas that other people are going to offer around these experiences to open up the dialogue about what it is to love and be loved and how natural of a conversation that is and should be. And then the elk was right behind that card, which is, this is like the provider card. This is the divine masculine card. So tap into your own understanding of being provided for, how love and provision go hand in hand for you, what you expect about, and allow spirit to provide for you. Allow the men in your worlds to provide for you in the ways that they do, whatever that is for them. And I gotta be real honest for the women here, like that's gonna look different for every man. I would not put men in the category or the expectation of having to do a specific sequence for you to feel loved in a very like Hallmark, like, rom-com movie type of way. Most of that shit is constructed literally just to keep your eyeballs glued to a television or to a movie screen. It's fake. It's not, it's not part of like the real human experience. It's like a very contrived way of thinking that you're loved, but not necessarily like feeling that you're loved. And I think you'll find for a lot of you that are surrounded by good men, that the men actually do want to show their love, and that they're showing you in a variety of different ways. And that's not gonna look the same for every guy, because not every guy has the same creative expression, all right? And romanticism can look different for every man as well. For those of you that are, they're telling me specifically to speak to the women right now, is that for one man's creative expression, it could be reading you a poem. It could be writing you a card. It can be baking you a pie. It could be making dinner. It can be taking you out to a garden. It could be a totally different sort of experience than what you think it should be. They're even showing me it can be a conversation, and maybe that would be good to open up for those of you in relationship, to open up to conversations with your significant others. How can I love you more? What do you need from me? That would be a really beautiful thing to open up the floor. Like, what would make you feel more loved by me? Like, that's a good place to start, because I feel like a lot of people, they're showing me this grabbing energy with Valentine's Day. Like, I need you to do this for me. Like, let some of that shit go, all right? And maybe you should be going to your partners and saying like, hey, Valentine's Day is coming up. I like to celebrate love. What would make you feel so loved by me? What can I do for you that would really show you just how much I love you? Not in the way that I want to express it, but I'm totally gonna honor that too, but in the way that you wanna receive it. Like, because we have different ways that we love and how we express love and then how we receive love. And maybe how you express love isn't what shows your partner how they're actually loved. It's just how you express it. But maybe they have a totally different idea of what it is they'd receive, where they would just be like, oh my God, I just feel so loved because you did that in that way. I really know you love me. And a lot of that comes down to opening up conversations, opening up dialogue. Ask your partner, if you have one, what do they need to feel the most loved by you? What things show them that might be even quiet? Maybe they don't mention that frequently. And then also share your perspective. Like, this is what makes me feel the most loved. And then find a way to kind of mesh all those things together and like go do it together and have fun. And they're also showing me you can even just, together decide on Valentine's Day, like, we're going to book a little trip. And that's going to be fun, but it might not be on Valentine's Day, but it can be well after. But it's like, just celebrate, okay? Any way that comes through for each and every one of you. Now, I'm going to pull a couple more cards here, and then I'm going to call this a day, because I think I've delivered this message pretty sufficiently. Enjoy yourselves. Celebrate love. That's all I got to say in all the ways. Okay? I pray to effortlessly ground and easily integrate my energy today. So they're showing me, oh my gosh, some infatuation, some limerence, the ideas of love, which can be lust-oriented versus like core, like secure love. So pray that all of the excess like psychic love energy is grounded into the ground and rooted into the ground from your body, so that you can feel the difference between something flighty and something more rooted in yourself, no matter what expression you decide to run with on Valentine's Day. And this card I pulled is the Star Keeper, the cosmic ancestor. Seed the light by staying grounded. Again, grounded. They just amplify grounding, okay? This is all about grounding. Ground your love. Do not get swept up in the infatuation. Is infatuation and lust fun? Yeah, what's not fun about it? Is it grounded? No, it's based in fantasy, not in reality. So when you're living in fantasy, I don't even know how to describe this. They're just showing me something that's not real. And when you get swept up in that, that's where a lot of the self-loathing comes from. When in reality, you could choose to be grounded about your love and be realistic, not in a negative way, like literally just be realistic about it. Like what feels good? What feels like a celebration of love? Don't get infatuated with all these people and be like, oh my God, they have to act this exact way, otherwise I'm not loved or whatever. Like, it's just Valentine's Day. Like, have a fucking good time. There's just another day on a calendar that happens to be a fun day. Just call it a fun day. Okay, I'm gonna pull one more card here and then I'm gonna pull a crystal. Spirit, what else do you want to say? What else we got for these lovers? All these lovers on Valentine's Day. Love, 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 love. They just sent me a bazillion of them. Okay, Star Family, you're part of a team of souls. Call in support. This is telling me that you could be calling in more soulmate contracts, friendships. And those of you that are looking for a soulmate lover, you can use this day as a ritual to call in and prepare yourself for the sort of relationship that you are looking for. I would start with meditation and also think about meditating on the tail end of the new moon that's coming on the 9th. It's really powerful. And then this card, they gave me way too many actually. This card is Child of the Cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you, okay? You can have whatever sort of experience you want. And this is going to be a spiritual experience for you, all right? Y'all aren't getting away with just like, you know, doing whatever people do on Valentine's Day, going out to whatever bars they go to. Like, you are here for a spiritual experience. And if you've listened to my channel, this is a channel, this is a transmission, consider yourself initiated. Source is doing that work, not me, okay? Enjoy that. Child of the Cosmos, again, the universe lies within you. You are the creator of your own experience, all right? Tap into your spiritual awareness, your spiritual power, and what it is to love and be loved, which is literally spirit. There is nothing but love. So how are you going to work with it? How are you going to celebrate that? You know, all the things. Okay, what do I most need to know right now? Oh, for the collective. I think this is a picture jasper. I don't know that much about picture jasper. I love that I have all these crystals and I know like half of them. Anyway, so for me, this just communicates a really calm, cooling, like collective energy. So just like be neutral about your experience. Take care of yourself. Realize that whatever is happening for you, not to you, that you get to have a good time no matter what anyone says or does. And tap into your own frequency of love and cleansing awareness from your heart. This is fluorite. This is a love stone. This is a heart chakra stone. Allow yourself to be loved cosmically, by source, and by the humans around you in whatever way they want to love you, in whatever way you want to love yourself. And that's what I've got for you. Spirit, do we want any closing messages? Oh, we're going to do the relationship cards. One more message. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for being here with me. This is like my dream life, like is me shooting videos. Like I enjoy it immensely. I enjoy that you're here. I enjoy sharing readings, spiritual wisdom, all the things. So all that to say, I'm just happy you're here. Thanks for watching. That is the card. Every relationship I establish is eternal. We are going again into this cosmic union. A lot of you are calling in counterparts too. That's what I'm seeing. Anyway, cosmic union. Every relationship I establish is eternal. It is our desire, here I'm going to read as I show this to you. It is our desire that you come to remember that every relationship is eternal, and that once it has been established, it is part of your vibrational makeup forevermore, and that in your powerful now, in the now moment, where all that you have become converges with all that you are now becoming, you hold the power to create your reality. And so your observation of a situation, wanted or unwanted, no matter how remote you believe yourself to be, makes you a co-creative partner in the experience. You are creating your reality, okay? Whether you have a partner, whether you don't, whether you have a date, whether you don't, whether you're with yourself, whether you're with family, whether you're with friends, whatever you're doing, you are inviting all of it, okay? So consciously start to look at what you are inviting. You're creating the vibrational makeup that creates your reality. You hold the power to create anything you want and whatever it is that you're experiencing. So look at your participation. Look at what you think and what you believe about love, what you think and what you believe about relationship, because honestly, love and relationship are the same freaking thing. And relationship is not just with others. You're talking to a Libra. We're all about the relationship within yourself and then the relationship with others. So, and your girl here has got a North Node in Aries. So I've got a real great balance between the two. I know exactly how to be independent AF in relationship with myself. And I got all the Libra components to be in constant relationship with others. So tap into both of those things. What's your relationship with yourself? What's your relationship with others? So the card popped out. I can stop attracting don't wants by attention to what I do want. Okay, so if there's something you're experiencing that you don't prefer, stop paying attention to it. Where are you choosing to place your focus and your attention? And choose, even if you're with partners, whether you're not with partners, choose to acknowledge what is going well for you. Choose to show yourself what is working. You know, where is the love? Where is the relationship, whether it's with yourself or someone else or several someone else's, with friendships and stuff. Find it, identify it, be in gratitude completely for what it is that you have. With this, I'm going to close out this channel. I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining me on this. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope it's magical and adventurous and fun in whatever way that most suits you. So lots of love. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then,